All right, and we are back. Today I've got my mans with me, the four horsemen of Sheffield, United Kingdom. We got Alex Turner, brother of Timmy. Everybody knows nobody gets as turned as Alex. Then my personal favorite, Matt. Some might call him Matthew. Close friends call him Matt the Brat. Then, third and foremost, our guy, Jamie Cook. Not to be confused with that K-pop fucker, no. Although, Jamie is also stir-frying in the kitchen. But he's not cooking some egg fried rice, nah. He's cooking up some slick licks. And then last but not least, our guy, Nick. I think he's Irish. I don't know. I think his last name is like O'Reilly or something. It just appears as if that would perfectly fit on a piece of Kerrygold Irish butter. All right. Now, why is Matthew my favorite? I have watched the last time, or we've watched together on Patreon, the view from these kind of tour vlogs that they made. And Matt is literally carrying the entire crew. It's crazy. Something that I've learned, I think they're going to be disappointed in me. My guys, already disappointing. Second date, I'm sorry. I have not got a margarita with me right now. I know that one of them was always cooking making margaritas. You would literally, every time he was on camera, he was somewhere behind the stage making a margarita. I think I've never even had a margarita. I mean, obviously like the pizza, but not the drink. So yeah, I've never had that. Something that might offend some of my American and British viewers now. I've got a beer. You might wonder, why does it offend these guys? This one doesn't taste like piss water. So it's like actually good. And I know that that is against any British beer brewing rules. But that's for them to figure out. D is for dangerous. No, D is for D's nuts. Just kidding. It's not the first song, but it had the album cover. Everything is as depressed as always. We are back in Sheffield. We've got the steel production running. I don't know what's going to happen. The last album was a party album. I think this one is too. This is why I've got a proper drink now. That's something I had forgotten for the last one. But what can we tell? Everything is grey. Everything is depressing. This could be anywhere in England. But we've got 3 illuminated windows with some nice colors and circles and stuff in them. That's nice. But these two didn't have the album cover. Brainstorm is the first song. Something to mention, by the end, of course, we're also going to watch the music videos. There's 3 music videos in total. And that's about it. Should we just start? I don't know if this is going to be a party album too. I'm hoping. By the way, title of the album, Favorite Worst Nightmare. I've had a nightmare recently. Not a nightmare, but something where you just couldn't really run properly because in your mind or in your dream, you were like really, really slow, even though you needed to get somewhere. I've had that. It was not nice. But let's see what they have to say about it. Promising start. My man Matt really pushing the beat forward with his drums here. Okay, the sound is very similar to the first album, which is good, because that was too short. Just like you in bed. Who's Brian? It's alligator, but okay. Alex can get away with it.
Some want to kiss, some want to kick you. There's nothing that you couldn't slip through. Or at least that's the impression I get. Cause you're smooth and you're wet and she's not aware yet. But she's yours, she'll be saying use me. Show me the jacuzzi. I imagine that it's there on a plate. You're our rendezvous rate. Means that you'll never be frightened to make them wait for a while. I doubt it's your style not to get what you set out to acquire. The eyes
Okay, Brian gets some girls. But we also got some in the last album. We don't need to envy him. That was what I was expecting. Before we drop into the next song, I did not think that we were going to have Alex being envious of someone. Especially not a fucking dude. At first, I thought that we were talking about some, I don't know, a politician or someone. Because like, ooh, you know, you've got these t-shirts, none of these things. Wait, is it? I'm not assuming it's actually a person, right? Okay. What? Okay, is this true? The subject is this guy, Brian, who found his way to Arctic Monkey's dressing room after a gig in Osaka, Japan. No, wait, no. This is not. Oh, we've got a quote. When asked about the song's protagonist, Alex Turner replied, I can't remember Brian now. I don't know if they were imagination or what. It's a blank spot in my brain. I think that's what Brian wanted. Okay, Brian is mysterious. Oh my God, dude, I'm dumb. It's Brianstorm, not Brainstorm. Okay, I'm illiterate. I can get away with it. It's like actually a recognized disease. It's not I'm making this up, but please believe me as if it were, okay? Thank you. Teddy Picker is the next song. That's another name. What does Teddy pick though? Second guitar is very nice because just when you think that it gets a little bit repetitive, someone comes in and mixes it up. It's actually Jamie. I told you he was cooking. It's fucking nice. What can I say? It's bloody nice. From after Slipknot, some very melodic rock. It's very pleasant. Would be interesting to know whether this is. It's probably Jamie, right? Sus. What is a teddy picker? Is this some sort of thing that I don't know about? Is this a proper term? I mean, the first thing I thought about was someone who takes teddy bears apart and then puts a camera in there in order to spy on someone in their bedroom. Not that I would know anything about that. Just hypothetically. That was my first thought. I don't know why. Don't ask any further questions, please. What is this, an interrogation? But what is a teddy picker? Let's have a game on the teddy picker. Is this like oh yes, the claw? Oh my god, that was my second thought. Before I saw it here, it's the claw machine. Yeah, it's robbery. It is fucking robbery, bruh. The one that they're showing is a bit, I don't know. Would I do this for who's this Elmo? And then we've got a sunflower. Probably not. Not so much, no. Wait. I want to see though. The point where they provoke the punchline before they have told the joke. Okay, we haven't done that yet. Plenty of desperation to be seen staring at the television screen. Of course. By the way, this is 2007, right? Yes, that's probably important to know. They sped up to the point where they provoke. Yep. It's 1,000 times that it's even bolder. Don't be surprised when you get bent over. They told you, but you were dying for it. Who is fucking us from behind? Who is giving us back shots? Oh yeah, we are bending over, not in a different way. We're just bending over in the sense of putting our dreams and our ambitions underneath someone else's. They're being taken advantage of as well. What a nice way to say this. Then we've got my man Matthew. Always glad to see him, considering that I think, at least so far out of these like vlogs, he seemed the most outgoing and the kindest and even the funniest. I mean, he was the only one who was seen talking to the camera. Now, D is for dangerous. I said D is for these nuts. Maybe that was wrong. What did they have to say about it? It's funny how this sounds way older than it is. This kind of sounds like a 21st century version of, oh my god, what was the name? They did Lola, The Kings. With these little effects on the vocals that it sounds a bit lo-fi. It's kind of fun with both of them singing at the same time. Okay. Keep building, keep building. We gotta take it down though. We gotta lower it.
He's nearing the brink, but he thinks first the parallel universe perhaps could be the perfect scene. He's nearing the brink, but he thinks first the parallel universe perhaps.
And of course we gotta take it down to bring it up again and keep building.
But he thinks first the parallel universe perhaps could be the perfect scene. He's nearing the brink, but he thinks first the parallel. I think you should know you're his favorite worst nightmare.
No.
You should know you're his favorite worst nightmare.
Oh my god, that was a short song. Something out of context. Today I have seen an Amazon review where you can now upload videos, and in that Amazon review it was a mirrory surface, let's say that it was a sheet of metal on some product which cleans vinyl records. The guy who uploaded that video showcasing the product and how it cleans was literally butt-ass naked with his dogs out. He made that video, uploaded it to Amazon, and you could see it all in that surface. Essentially, imagine a toaster. That's what it looked like. And you could see it all. And you didn't want to. You really didn't want to. It was not attractive. So yeah, that's besides the point. That's just a little bit out of my personal life right now. But they said that it stood for a lot of things. Delightful, desperately. But it did not stand for these nuts. But it stands for dirty little Herbert was seeking an escape, but the place was well guarded. But anyway, is this... I would assume this is actually some sort of story, right? Maybe? No. You must know that little Herbert might stand for... He's talking about a very strong feeling that comes, yada, 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 yada. Okay, maybe it's not. I thought that, I don't know, dirty little Herbert, maybe that's like a common joke in British elementary schools. I've got no clue. I'm not. I know it may seem like it. I'm not British, okay? I'm not. Apologies. Anyways, these for delightful, you think you know his favorite nightmare. To be fair, wait, a parallel universe, he's naming the bring better things first. A parallel universe perhaps could be the perfect scene. These for delightful, keep your trousers on, you should know where his favorite nightmare. So we're gooning over this individual. Dirty little Herbert is gooning over this individual. But the place was well guarded. The guiltiness that started, soon the other part had stopped, and this makes me feel like we're about to start something that's literally illegal, and it's gonna get us some good old jail time. Herbert, don't be dirty. Especially not if you are already saying things like in a parallel universe, perhaps this could be perfect. It's not in this one, okay? Please keep your trousers on, Herbert, Herbie. A balaclava. Balaclava? I know baklava, which is tasty.
Running off over next door's garden before the hour is done. It's more a question of feeling than it is a question of fun. The confidence is the balaclava, I'm sure you'll baffle them good. With the ending reek of salty cheeks and only makeup alone.
That's that.
Run down the face of a boy bewildered and scorned. When you find yourself in a skirmish where you wish you'd never been born. You tie yourself to the tracks and there isn't no going back. And it's wrong, 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 but we'll do it anyway 'cause we're a little bit of trouble.
I think we know a lot of trouble, or we want that too.
Are you pulling her from a burning building or throwing her to the sharks? Can only hope that the ending is as pleasurable as the start. The confidence is the balaclava, I'm sure you baffle them straight. And it's wrong, 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 she can hardly wait. That's right, he won't let her out his side.
Okay, calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. Right now we're having an amazing, by the lead guitar, an amazing chord progression.
Who's the crooks in this crime? That's right.
Matt on the snare.
He won't let her out his side. Now the shaggers perform and the daggers are drawn. Who's the crooks in this crime?
Literally the most average interaction in London. It's literally part of their culture to carry a knife. We know that.
That's right. He won't let her out his side. That's right. He won't let her out his side. That's right.
Alex, where are we going with this? The last song, Dirty Herbert, and now we've got this. It's kind of fun because I do notice a general progression in the sound that we had compared to the last album. We use some things like right now, this little clicking noise. I don't know what it is. Probably something they had laying around, like some wooden thing. Or maybe he's just drumming on the rim of the, or not drumming, but like hitting the rim of the drum. So we are trying new things out.
Trouble right before the very first kiss. Quiet and unassuming, but you were that they were the naughtiest. She pleaded with you to take it off, but you resisted. I'm sorry, sweetheart, I'd much rather keep on the balaclava.
If you're telling me that the balaclava is a synonym for condom, I'm gonna lose it. Unless Alex is saying he is ugly as shit and he needs to wear this in order for them not to see what he looks like. Wait, the first one. Running next door's garden before the hour's done. Before question feeling, then a question of fun. The confidence is the balaclava. I'm sure you'll bath them good. Will the ending reek of salty cheeks and runny makeup alone? Or will blood run down the face of a boy bewildered and scorned? You find yourself in a skirmish where you wish you were never born. You tie yourself to the tracks and there is no going back. And it's wrong, very wrong. But well, it ain't because we love but trouble. Or you pulling her from a burning building or throwing her to the sharks. Can only hope that the ending is as pleasurable as the start. The confidence is the balaclava. I'm sure you bath them straight and it's wrong. By the way, I only know the balaclava, if that's the name, from mostly gangsters wearing it. So that's what I'm assuming it with. I don't know what else. Or like racing drivers. But that's it. Facial garb covers majority of your face. It's something that hides your... Okay, but... I don't know what else people use it for. I've never worn it, apart from kart driving. That's where I wore it once. The confidence is the balaclava hints that even though the man catching feelings, however, be revealed, not the woman by giving hope and not the man by hinting anything. After all, it's just sex. Okay, yeah. We are hitting it. Again. But at least this time, hopefully with consent and not in an alternative timeline, but in this one right here. Fluorescent. Adolescent is the next song. Way slower start than the other ones. Woo! Almost poppy.
Fishnets, now you only get it in your night dress. Discarded all the naughty nights for niceness. Landed in a very common crisis. Everything's in order in a black hole. Nothing seems to pity is the past though. A bloody memory's like an El Tabasco. Remember when you used to be a rascal? Oh, the boys are slag. The best you ever had, the best you ever had is just a memory and those dreams. When as daft as they seem, as daft as they
Okay, this is very fucking poppy.
when you dream them all.
Especially with the acoustic guitar.
A little book of sex tips. Remember when the bars were all electric? And now when she told she's gonna get it, I'm guessing that she'd rather just forget it. Clinging to not getting sentimental. Said she wasn't going, but she...
I'm not joking. Right now, the sound. I'm not complaining about the sound. I like the sound. I actually have listened to other bands with a similar sound. I remember this one guy from this one Netflix show. He had a band, and they oftentimes do this kind of indie rock sound. And that's what it's reminding me of. But this has been at least 10 years before that.
Still, like a gentleman to be gentle. Was it a mechadobber or a betting pencil? Oh, the boys are slag. The best you ever had. The best you ever had.
It's kind of fun. I don't know what it is.
Memory and those dreams, but as daft as they seem, as daft as they seem, my love, when you dream them overflow. Where did you go? Where did you go?
Okay, I did not think that we would have Arctic Monkey turning indie on their second ever album. Boom, boom, boom.
Falling about, you took a left off last life lane, just sounding it out, but you're not coming back again.
Speaking of drinks, I've never had a Bloody Mary either. I don't know. I've only had these like Mexican shots, which are also with hot sauce. I believe Tabasco. I'm not sure. But yeah, so they've had way more than me of these drinks. I mean, literally, I'm just, you saw it. I'm just sticking to beer over here. Probably they don't have good one. That's why they need to always mix some stuff together. But I've heard that a Bloody Marys, I think it's also served with a piece of celery. It's quite nice, I assume. It's like, I don't know, an alcoholic spicy tomato soup. That's good. That's a sort of progress. Fluorescent adolescent, right? We're discarding these naughty nights. We're not hoeing around anymore in the streets. We have something stable now, I believe. A very common crisis, everything's in order in a black hole. That's the not so good part, because now we're thinking, oh my God, everything is basic. I'm a basic hoe, just like everybody else. Now I'm going to work my 9 to 5. I'm not even naughty anymore. We need to live it out. Yeah, it's not spicy enough anymore for us. We're not a rascal anymore. Okay, what are we going to do though? And maybe that's why we had the sound on this specific song, because it was very different from the rest of the album and the rest of the previous album as well. Only ones who know. I don't, but please inform me. Alex, who knows? What do we know? Following the last song with a ballad would be wild. Well, it would be the opposite of wild.
In a foreign place, the saving grace was the feeling that it was a heart that he was stealing. Oh, he was ready to impress, and the fierce excitement, the eyes are bright, he couldn't wait to get away. And I bet that Juliet was just the icing on the cake. Make no mistake, no.
Feels like the party has actually ended now.
And even if somehow we could have shown you the place you wanted, well, I'm sure you could have made it that bit better on your own. And I bet she told a million people.
I'm gonna take it back a couple of seconds. This is very nice, but the sound with a little bit of reverb on everything, and we've also just got a very, very mellow guitar going, or mostly. This actually feels like we are the last one in the pub. They're already closing up, you know, they're cleaning everything out, putting the bar stools on the tables, and we're just melancholically sitting there with our guitar, giving one last song. The energy is gone.
And I bet she told a million people that she'd stay in touch, but all the little promises that don't mean much when there's memories to be made. And I hope you're holding hands by New Year's Eve. They made it far too easy to believe that true romance can't be achieved these days. And even if somehow they could have shown you the place you wanted, well, I'm sure you could have made it that bit better on your own.
But it sounds even more like we're going down that indie lane, doesn't it? Okay, now we got some bass building. we actually have a transition into the next song. Next song is called Do Me a Favor. Okay, no, we're not. Would have been nice. What a nice little ballad. Very pleasant. Now the question is, do we just like, that was more or less the halfway point of the album, or together with Fluorescent Adolescent, if we are going down that road now, if we decided to, you know what, party is over, we're not doing that anymore. But first we got to figure out what kind of favor we need to do him. No, Matthew's back on his rhythm. Well, the morning was complete, yeah. Sonically it is. But it's very interesting, like we had a very prominent change in sound, also even right now, with these super strong drums, kind of bass heavy, and just two little guitars going back and forth. Okay, but we're building. By the way, I know I'm making fun of it a bit, but it's kind of nice, the accent, to have it. Do me a favor. It's for some reason, I always think it's very fitting with rock music, and in this case as well. And it's nice to hear some, I know Radiohead does it as well, but to hear this, I feel like this is a different sort of British accent. I mean, obviously, like wherever you are, if you're Manchester, it's different again. But this, I don't know, it's kind of fun. I can see him rizzing up some Sheffield girls.
She walked away while her shoes were untied and the eyes were all red. You could see that we'd cried, and I watched and I waited till she was inside, forcing a smile and waving goodbye. Curiosity becomes a heavy load, too heavy to hold, too heavy to hold. Curiosity becomes.
But yeah, I think we can all agree the party has ended, and now it's getting a bit more personal. Maybe I've spoken too soon. How could you be more aggressive than fuck off? Maybe you could say buzz off, fly off. Look that you find another place to stay. Okay, this record has turned from, I mean, we were kind of still like, I think this one is way more about relationships than the last one, because the last one was more or less just party, 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 party. It appears that we have met someone through that party or through several parties. I mean, we were literally bar hopping through Sheffield. So now we have had kind of some issues with that. Obviously, I would have wished for Alex to be happy and for them not to end up in a, I guess you could call it a toxic relationship. When you're saying, do me a favor, break my nose, and tell me to go away. So I guess it's part of life. In this case, for them as well. I'm assuming, because they were quite young in those videos, like these vlogs, that they are making their experiences, especially as a rock group who is on tour, because they started touring quite early, and also doing all of these things now, that we're going to live through that with them. This house is a circus. I know yours is, wherever you live, because you are a fucking clown. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought about it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. This is also a toxic relationship.
This house is a circus, berserk as fuck. We tend to see that as a perk, though look what it's done to your friends. Their memories are pretend, and the last thing that they want is for the feeling to end. This house is a circus, berserk as fuck. We tend to see that as a perk, though look what it's done to your friends. Their memories are pretend, and the last thing that they want is for the feeling to end. There's a room full of trouble, and there's lovers to be had. Those walls that make sinners out of such lovely lads. Scaling the corridors from maidens in the maze. In any anomaly, you slip into familiar ways. And we're forever unfulfilled and can't think why. Like a search for murder clues in dead men's eyes. Forever unfulfilled.
Okay, it's very interesting. At first I thought, okay, this sounds like the Arctic Monkeys I know.
Dead men's eyes.
But they always change it up just a tiny bit. At least right now on this one. I mean, yeah, they are. They're literally changing up with the guitars, and they also did this with the guitar chords doing this one. This way, way darker. It was way lower than the other ones, which is, it's a slight, tiny change, but it completely affects the sound, the overall sound.
The more you open your mouth, the more you're forcing performance. And all the attention is leading me to feel important. And now that we're here, we may as well go too far.
I told you, I said it on the last song. We are living that rockstar lifestyle now. With them together.
Wiggling around in incidents you will forget. There's certainly some venom in the looks that you collect. Aimlessly gazing at the faces in the kiln, and we're struggling with the notion that it's life, not film. This house is a circus, there's
Okay, what is a kiln?
tend to see that as a pig. No clue what it's done to your friends. Their memories are pretend, and the last thing that they want is for the feeling to end.
It appears that kiln is another term for queue, like a lane, a line, apologies. But it's fun because since this is the, although they've been touring before that, we saw it, or not, they haven't been touring. They've had some gigs in some fucking bars, but right now they're actually giving proper concerts. So it's quite fun to see this evolvement, since they're also pretty young. And I don't think I've ever, like, really from start to finish, as in this case, went through that journey with a band. I mean, yeah, I've listened to like the entire radio catalog until now, but that's different since they don't really talk about these sort of things. They talk about other stuff. So this is fun to see from their perspective, and also their relationship to the fans. Yeah, this is... Alex, don't let it get too high, okay? Don't feel too supported. Reading around in cities you won't forget. There's certainly some venom in the looks that you collect. Yeah. For sure. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've never been recognized anywhere. Gladfully so. In case you meet me in real life, I am going to throat punch you. Just saying. So now, in case you do, be prepared for that. I'm going to fucking fight you. I won't. I mean, I don't want a lawsuit. But yeah, I think I'm actually quite nice in real life. I know sometimes I just seem like a little jerk, when I make these jokes. But that's just this relationship that we have going on. But I'm actually quite a nice guy, considering that I am literally dating, or not just dating, but in a relationship with one of you. If you were there, beware is the next song. Already keep me on the tip of my toes with the sound. I'm very beware. I haven't been there though, no. Very long intro. Oh my god, the song is over 4 minutes.
If you were there, beware the serpent soul pinchers. 350, no thank yous, and nobody flinches. Go on, girl, go on, give us something gruesome. We require your grief. Thugs help the thieves as they're trying to rob. The words from a goblin take the sword to the end.
What is a gob? Fuck, I messed it up. But again, a way, I mean, yeah, now we've kind of have this 50-50 split between a calmer song and this more, I would already call it a classic Arctic Monkey sound. Because like we are definitely taking our time, which we're doing almost for the first time on this record. I mean, so far all of the other songs sometimes only been quite short, above 2 minutes, and now we've got something that's twice as long as that. So yeah, I couldn't predict when we were going to drop in that moment. Which is a good sign though. I like unpredictable music.
If you were there, beware the serpent soul pinchers. Can't you sense she was never meant to fill column inches? And you had enough, what you're trying to dig up isn't there to be dug. The thieves help the thugs as they're trying to beat the good grace of a sweetheart. She'll comply. And why leave her on her own? If I'd have known, then I wouldn't have said it. I wouldn't have said it if I would have known. Why leave her on her own?
I begin to understand now. Before the break, I begin to understand. Someone told me when they made this song on the first album, like a band from San Francisco, or something like that was the title. And someone in the comments said this is technically what they're going to become later on, what they are making fun of in this or on this record. Now that we have developed as a band and with the sound a little bit, I'm kinding to see that more and more. This public appeal, or maybe not, I was wrong. I judged too early. I was wrong. Now I remembered what this, I don't know if it's a vocal or whatever, reminds me of. It's very similar as if he was talking to a cell phone. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not they make more of these. I would call it an. They do more of these a little off the grid songs that are more so exploring their sound as we did with this one, because so far, again, this and the last album as well, we've mostly had short songs where we would never have taken the time for like a 50-second outro and a 50-second intro. We would have never done that. But now, I don't know, maybe it's because they saw, okay, our first album is well perceived, so we can allow ourselves to be a bit more experimental. It's gonna be fun to look out for that even more doing their or in their discography, whether or not they do that more often. The Bad Thing. There's plenty of bad things. Which one are they talking about? I have none.
Somebody's girlfriend's talking to me, but it's alright, she's saying that he's not gonna slap me or try to attack me. He's not the jealous type, and I only need to get half an excuse and I'm away. But when there's no excuses, that's much easier to say. I've been before, and all these capers make us too good for her to ignore. So she's talking, but I'm not entirely sure.
Alex, don't. Even if they're in an open relationship, I don't think that he's not the jealous type. She's just saying that you want to get in your pants. By the way, not this fucker trying to, I don't know, motivate me to do something bad. Something... Well, it's not unlawful, but it's for sure, I think if you believe in karma, this is not a good thing to do. So, Alex, stop trying that. He's literally being the little devil on my shoulder right now. But you're not that persuasive. I won't. I will never.
Somebody's partner's talking to me, but I don't know that is what she confirm that the tragedy is true. And I knew how could she not, she could have anyone she wants. And I'm struggling to think of an immediate response. Like I don't mind, be a big mistake for you to wait and have me waste your time. Really love is fine, said really love is fine.
Alex, I don't want to scroll down further. I'm afraid of how this is gonna end the situation. I'm gonna do the opposite, do the good thing.
And then the first time it occurred that there was something to destroy, I knew before the invitation that there was this boil, but she carried on suggesting a struggle to refuse. She said it's the red wine this time, but that is no excuse.
She belongs to the streets. She belongs to the streets. Not just, I think the streets are even too good for her. She belongs under the bridge, below the street. Maybe even that is too good for her. She doesn't even belong under the bridge. She belongs in the sewer system, below the bridge, below the street. That's where she belongs. I'ma say it, this bitch. That's the red wine, yeah, for sure. By the way, I just want to say, nobody has ever cheated on me, okay? I'm just an ordinary cheater hater. I hate on that. Old yellow bricks. It's not Yellow Brick Road. This is not John. This is old yellow bricks. Why are they yellow though? Did we like piss on them? Old piss bricks? It doesn't matter because Matthew is kicking that kick drum, driving us forward.
Old yellow bricks loves a risk, quite a little escapologist. Looks so miffed when you wish for 1,000 places better than this. You are the fugitive, but you don't know what you're running from. You can't kid us and you couldn't trick anyone. Houdini, love, you don't know what you're running away from. Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up?
Woo.
Blinded by nostalgia.
I need to say,
Who wants to sleep in a city?
I'm kind of a fan of the way that we are sometimes using the guitars in a way, calmer way.
She was enraged by the way that the emperors were trapped in the cage, and the days she deemed dull, leading to nights reading beer bottles. You're such a fugitive, but you don't know what
Okay, you didn't need to call me out.
you can't kid us and you couldn't trick anyone. Houdini, love, you don't know what you're running away from. Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? Blinded by nostalgia. Who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up?
Okay, but right now, just sonically speaking, we are in this transitional phase between the very, very much rock we had on the first album, a bit more during the chorus at least, this sort of indie rock, almost a bit pop-like. It's gonna be interesting to observe that throughout maybe these last songs and the next couple of albums.
You're at a loss just because it wasn't all that you thought it was. You are a fugitive, but you don't know what you're running away from. She said, I want to sleep in a city that never wakes up and revel in nostalgia. I know I said, who wants to sleep in a city that never wakes up? But Dorothy was right though.
Dorothy? Oh wait, we can click it. Who's Okay. I have never seen The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home. Towards the end of The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy realizes that she wants to go back home. She repeats this to herself as she taps her boots with her eyes closed, and then she opens them. She's back at her home in Kansas. You can go to the greatest cities on earth, but it won't compare to where you were born and raised. By the way, I think this is the girl. Oh, no. Is The Wizard of Oz the same thing as It's Something Different, right, than Alice in Wonderland? She looks like the girl that played the original Alice in Wonderland in the 50s, where they would give her ketamine or something in order to keep her awake to make this movie 18 hours a day, which is messed up. Well, sadly, I can't speak too much on the song and the story within it, since I don't get half the references because I have never listened or watched that movie or read the book or whatever. I'm assuming this is, again, apparently she can't sleep in The Wizard of Oz, because I was confused. Well, I know the city that never sleeps, but the city that never wakes up, which one is that? Pompeii? That she's away from home and realizes it's not everything. Yeah. The city that never wakes up is, of course, the city that never sleeps, New York. Okay. Yeah, that's just because it wasn't there when you thought it was. Wants to live in a city that never wakes up. The second verse. Enraged by the way that the emperors were trapped in the cage, and the days she deemed dull, leading to nights reading beer bottles. Is this from the movie again? What emperors were trapped in a cage? Her parents found ways to try to make her stay at home, most likely. Oh, okay. Not the entire song is about the Wizard of Oz. This is just about this girl generally. And then in the end, during the last verse, we decided to compare it to the Wizard of Oz. She did not leading to nice reading beer bottles. You're such a fugitive, but you don't know what you're running from. You can't kid us, and you couldn't trick anyone who didn't love you. Don't know what you're running away from. Okay, so right now we are just this raging, this rascal that we talked about on some songs ago. Fluorescent adolescent, this rascal that's running away from home. Okay, but then we decide, you know what, I don't know, maybe I want to go back home. 11th song, Wizard of Oz, leaving on, be thrilling at first, but later on you realize departure was wrong decision, yeah. Okay. Good to know. I don't know, I have no idea what the Wizard of Oz is about, but something like that. Presumably. 5:05. I only know the 4:05. Texting and driving down Mulholland Drive. That's why I rather take the 4:05. What's the 5:05 doing? Interesting outro to the song.
I'm going back to 5:05. If it's a 7-hour flight or a 45-minute drive, in my imagination you're waiting, lying on your side, with your hands between your thighs.
I think we need to open Google Maps again, just like we did the last time on the previous album, to determine whether or not the 5:05 actually exists near Sheffield.
Like that, my darling, what did you expect? I'd probably still adore you with your hands around my neck, or I did last time I checked. Not shy of a spark.
Matthew on the drums, that's my man. I told you in the intro, and I'm telling you before the outro.
Frightened by the bite, though it's no harsher than the bark. The middle of adventure is such a perfect place to start. I'm going back to 5:05.
Okay, we keep building for the first 3 minutes, like we've been building for the entire time. Now we're bringing the bassist in as well, but I'm not minding it.
Now a flight or a 45
I think it's actually quite a cool sound. But I'm expecting a drop right now. Wait. I think I know this part. Everything up, this like here. I think I know that part because I saw an Instagram post, I believe, where people would always take selfies at Arctic Monkeys show and they played this song over it. It was apparently some sort of meme back in the day. But I can't find it right now on Instagram. I found it. We're going to check now. Because I think that's where I heard this one part. Wait, I'm gonna... And then people would say, okay, wait. One moment. I've got you covered. It's a bit too bright still. Now it's better. Okay, so people write Arctic Monkeys here. And then they just do some stupid ass selfie. See? Hey, turn on the music. Okay, maybe the music is off. Okay, wait, maybe we need to... Do they have shows? I mean, I can check on Spotify. Maybe we need to recreate this meme, even though I don't know from when this meme is. Wait, Arctic Monkeys, let me check for one second. I hate to interrupt the entire album reaction right now, but I can't find it on Spotify, no. Did they break up? Did they? Because they're not touring. Wait, wait. Okay, I'm going to check when their last album released. 2022. Come on, The Car. Right. But maybe they're not on tour. Okay. I'm sorry. I was just asking. Okay, but that's that's where I knew this bridge from. Because the rhythm and the melody seemed familiar for that one. It seems like once again you've had to greet me with goodbye. I'm always just about to go and spoil the surprise. Take my hands off your eyes so soon. I'm going back to 505. It's a 7-hour flight or a 45-minute drive. A 7-hour flight? I mean, I would choose to drive then. In my imagination, you're waiting, lying on your side with your hands between your thighs and smile. Now I want to see where the 505... Wait, maybe we can actually click this and they tell us where it is in England or whatever. 505 can have quite a few meanings. Apartment number, hotel room, a telephone area code of New Mexico, a freeway, particularly the one in California, a bus route in Sheffield, or a time, 5:05 a.m., since they're English in the morning. It's always worth noting that the previous song concludes with the common notion that there's no place like home. True. So 505 is maybe our home. Wait, is there an interview somewhere? The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, that's a movie. The organ chords are the same as we're used to. Oh my God, I didn't know that. That's interesting to know. I haven't seen that movie, but I know it's like a legendary song. I mean, everybody knows it. Here. You know it. believe that Metallica uses it as their intro to their performances. Flight 505 by the Rolling Stones, with both songs sharing the theme of going somewhere to recapture a feeling of a moment or a person. That's also interesting. By the way, I don't want to say I was pissed. Maybe I need to make a video about the fucking Grammys, but the Rolling Stones one for Rock Album of the Year. And obviously, I don't know what kind of fucking rock albums released last year, but there must be something better than 500% autotune on top of the vocals of an 80-year-old rock band. There must be. But then again, I think like not Linkin Park, but the guys who make Green Day, they were also nominated. Like everybody in that rooster was just fucking ancient. I don't know, it felt very weird as to what happened to rock music these days, considering that it used to be the biggest genre in the world in the 80s. Kind of, I don't know, almost sad in a way. Okay, right now I want to see the next album, because in case, I don't want to say that this album has been cohesive. It kind of feels that way, also in combination with the last one, because the last album we had was very partying, and now we are transitioning from the party to this kind of rock star lifestyle, but also the downsides that come with it, as well as talking more so about serious relationships and not just a girl that we took home after a night out. And now we've got a girl where we say that she might have been our home. The knife twists at the thought that I should fall short of the mark. Frightened by the bite, thought it's no harsher than the bark. The middle of adventure is such a perfect place to start. Alex is reminiscing of someone. First of all, I want to know who. By the way, I don't even know what their relationship is like these days, what their relationship is like, if they have any relationships apart from the band. we got to bring the band back together. But I kind of want to find that out. Sadly, there are no, although we could check out some more of the View From vlogs, although I've watched like how many did we watch? 15, 20 of those on Patreon. So yeah. What I can do, however, is watch the music videos on Patreon now, which I will do shortly. You will see that right now. Sadly, on YouTube, it is over. This is the first Arctic Monkey song that I had heard somewhere before. Was it because of a meme? Yes, but it's somewhere that we are going with this. They are reaching mainstream status. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the record. And I hope to see you soon for the next video of theirs, which is going to be... Wait, I can't find it. It's going to be Humbug 2009. Okay.